help individuals better in their relationship. My website is drtcbrantley.com. drtcbrantley.com. I am on either, I'm on social media, I'm on Instagram, and you can be also a subscriber of me too as well. Okay, as we about to get into the subject of being single. All right. Also, I was trying to find this all day yesterday. My journal. Okay, very powerful journal. Single or married relationship. This is a very powerful journal because it helps you chart how things are going in your life, either by yourself or with your spouse, significant other. So singles, hear me loud and clear. Okay, you cannot be in a relationship if you're first in a relationship with yourself. Okay, a lot of singles who want to be married and want to be in a relationship, but I just come from the gym. To be honest, just come from the gym and showered. How can you really be in a good relationship if you don't love yourself? Okay, not a relationship with yourself. And a lot of times, because we're not in a relationship with ourselves or know ourselves or honest with ourselves, we make up a lot of excuses why things ain't working for us. Well, it's because of the men. Well, or because of the women. Or how about this? I got a new revelation for you. Maybe because of you. And there are things in all of our lives that we've had to heal from and divest from. Because without that divesting, without that healing, we stayed in a very bad place. So again, it's really learning. Wait a minute, I'm single for a reason. Hello, I'm single for a reason. So while I'm single, why don't you do a self-examination of yourself or self-diagnostics? I ain't talking about the outside either. Y'all think I'm talking about the outside? Well, I need a BBL and I need more eyelashes, and I need no. I'm talking about internally. What do you need to work on, or most importantly, what do you need to heal from? Because if you are not healed, right? And what does healed mean? Healed means I'm reconciled to what happened to me. In other words, I'm not letting it define me. Okay, I'm not letting it make me who I am in my life. Because when I do that, I can turn his heaters off here. Because when I do that, when I let these things define me, I'm getting in trouble every single time. So it's understanding. All right, so okay, I'm ready to be in a relationship. I'm ready to be with somebody. Good, but are you ready to be with yourself? Why? Because if you are not real or not loving yourself, how can you love somebody else? Do you see the logic here? A lot of times people blame somebody else for, well, they didn't love me enough and they didn't care for me enough. Is it a possibility? Is it a possibility that you didn't are not loving yourself like you should? That is a possibility. How you doing, Cookie Jar? Cookie Jar Spa LLC. How you doing, Cookie Jar LLC? Good to see you. QU33NB. What's up? Benny Brown. That's a nice name. Benny Brown. Max 14103 and Turk. What's up, Turk? All right, 901. All right, 901. I love these names. So again, it's learning overall that I got to be real with myself if I expect myself to be better. If I'm not real with myself, if I'm not, doing the things I need to do the work on, then I'm going to keep making mistakes. So, for example, in my first marriage, didn't do the due diligence. Second marriage, boy, did I do the due diligence, and I'm happy. I am happy with the woman I'm with. Why? Because I did the work on myself. My wife, my wife is amazing. All right, my wife is amazing. Why? Because she said to me, in essence, until you healed, we can't be in a relationship. Yes, my wife told me that. Yeah, my wife told the doctor that. Yeah, I can't be with you until you were healed. Guess what? She was spot on. She was spot on. Why? Because what happens in relationships, you keep, watch this now. All right. So let's say you're going through 5 major relationships. 5. Okay. I ain't talking about the run-ins and the one time. So watch it. So if I've been in watch this. If I've been in 5 major relationships and 5 major breakups, when I go for number 6, that brother, or that guy, or that young lady is in trouble. Why? Because I didn't heal from what happened to me. All right. So someone said to me, "How do I heal, Dr. Brantley?" I am so glad you asked me that. Therapy. That's how you learn how to heal. Therapy, definitely your walk with God. To me, that's number one, your walk with God, and then therapy. Now, why walk with God? Because from my perspective, He knows you. He knows you in, He knows you out. You can't fool God. You can't play God games at all. You can't do that at all. So that's why you taking the time out to know you and heal is so important. How you doing, Barbara Jackson 8287? I'm kind of whatever, and that boy. All right, now, these names, I know what these names mean. Hope I'm not cursing in nobody's language yet. So it's really learning to heal, because that's why you. And if you notice, there is a trend. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. I know you don't want to believe it. There is a trend, and the trend is the way you start. I mean, you start off in love, right? And then after 3 weeks, go down. You know why? Watch this. You're bringing in the garbage or the baggage from the previous relationships. So a lot of times we swing to another relationship and swing to another relationship. No, there were parasites in that first relationship. There were parasites in that relationship. And so here you are, not understanding that the reason why you are suffering and why you can't find someone that is good for you, you haven't done the process. You haven't done the work. We talked last week about Esther and how Esther in the Bible, she had to go to a time of purification. Yeah, write that down, boys and girls. There's a time of purification. Yes, write that down. There's that time you got to purify yourself or wash out what the person did. So, you ain't going to like it, but that's not to be. Everything, that reminds you. Yep. Everything that reminds you of the old acquaintance gots to go. Got to clean house. All right. So when you have a cavity, the dentist don't say, well, you know what? Because I don't want to hurt you real bad, we're going to leave the cavity in there and just put something on top of it. No, that does not work. Scripture says that how can you put new wine in old bottle skins? Ooh, let that marinate, people. Let that marinate. How you doing, Jasper Dogs? How you doing, Jasper Dog? You cannot be in a great relationship when you haven't got new skins or I'm sorry. So in the Bible, they didn't have Bible time. They didn't have the glass jars that we have today or aluminum cans. So what they did, they put the wine in bottle skins or it was usually a goat skin or whatever to hold the bottle. I mean, to hold the wine. And so if you got new wine, which is a strong ferment, and an old bottle skin, the new wine, watch this, the new wine would mess up and destroy the bottle, the bottle skin. So I'm sorry, the wine skin. I'm sorry, the wine skin. So what I'm saying, if you notice, the reason why you go fast through relationship because you got old bottle skins, you got old wine skins. That's why you need therapy. Yeah, that's why you need someone to talk to get the stuff out of you to understand. All right, let me talk to someone who don't know me. I don't know y'all. I don't know none of y'all. I don't know none of y'all. But see, that's the perspective that you will get because it's someone outside speaking to you, not at you, but speaking to you. Because again, listen, you got to get to a point where you're tired of going through the same rigmarole. Okay, you got to get to a point that you're tired of constantly saying, well, you know what, I want to do this. Listen, you got to get to a point. Let's say, you know what, I want my healing. Come on, say it with me. Say it with me. I want my healing. And so for you to be healed, what are the steps to be healed? I said self-inventory. Okay, you watch it. You can't heal if you don't know what's wrong with you. All right. So it's a self-inventory. Okay. And as I've been telling you guys also, that the healing starts way back in the beginning of your parents. Yeah, a lot of you guys are trying to heal, and oh, I went to this therapist, I went to that therapist, or I read this book, I went to this deliverance program, and nothing worked. You know why nothing worked? Because they didn't hit the base. The base is really your parents. The relationship you have with your parents goes over in the relationship you have with somebody. Yeah. Whatever you saw, whatever you experienced, you're going to bring that into your relationship every single time. That's why a lot of y'all don't know how to commit. That's why y'all don't know how to struggle. Oh, should I say it? I will. You don't know how to struggle in your relationship. When I say struggle, I don't mean the constant fighting. When I say struggle, I'm talking about how you got to learn that when things are going not good in your relationship, what am I going to do to make it better? That's the struggle I'm talking about. And many couples don't do that. Many couples do not struggle together. They don't fight together. So one person is low, other person is high. Well, you low today, have fun. No, we do it together. That's how we do it. Okay, because again, now hear me loud and clear. You can't force someone to do it. You can't force someone to do it. Can't do that. It has to be like, I want to do this. And a lot of you are having issues because you want to go higher, and that's another sign of someone that's great for you, right? Another sign of a person that's going to match you really well is someone that's going to work with you because they're working on themselves. Now, if someone looks at you, or ladies, if you're looking at a man as a project, ain't gonna work. Y'all both have to work together. You both have to get stronger. You both have to get wiser together. That's how you guys grow. You see, that's how you guys will grow. You will not grow if, well, you're my project for this year. Really? So this is not a relationship. So I'm a science project. No, that is not going to work. Now, is it true that someone can help you up when you're down? Absolutely, but that cannot be the foundation or the core of the relationship. How you doing, AC Meta Emmanuel? What's up, Cupcake 234? All right, Cupcake 234. B, what's up, B? All right, that's a very unique name. B, how you doing, Tia? Thanks for joining. So again, it's really learning to not uh focus on the other person per se. What do you need to work on? Okay, what do you need to navigate with? What do you need to go through? Because if you, again, you gotta do the self-evaluation. You have to. Without the self-evaluation, you're going to fail. Without the self-evaluation, you're not going to do well. You gotta have that self-evaluation, people. You gotta have it. You must have it, because you can't go further, right? You can't go further if your evaluation is not as strong. You can't do it. Why? Because you're always trying to go away versus to, right? And then what happens, you start to blame the other person every single time. No. In actuality, when you get in a relationship one day, because we're going to believe God for you to believe in a relationship one day, it has to be that continuation of, all right, what do I need to work on? See, what happens in relationships, the person's always pointing at themselves. Well, you didn't do, and you didn't do. Stop, break. What did you not do? Because when you work on you, and the person and your spouse works on them, then that's how you guys become closer. Because when you have that bony finger pointing at somebody else, that doesn't work. No. Matter of fact, you put up the bony finger, here comes the wall. And we know what happens when the wall comes up. Ain't nothing going on. Okay. When that wall comes up, because you're always picking at me, you're always working on me. How about you work on you? Yeah. Why don't you do the work on you? That's how you grow. So that's why when you're single, okay, Lord, what do I need to work on? Like for me, it's my weight. Yeah, my weight, just fluctuate, and I know I need to be under a certain weight. That's me. Okay, my wife can't do that for me. I have to say, you know what, Brantley, you need to go to the gym. It's not just the gym too. You need to stay away from sweets. I love sweets. Love sweets. All right, love fried food. Y'all pray my strength in the Lord. So I have to stay away from that. Easier said than done. But I can't be mad at my wife if I eat fast food. I can't be mad at her. Why? Because ultimately, people, ultimately, I got to work on me. Ultimately, I can't blame nobody. I can't. And see, that's what happens when you're single. You get so a taste of narcissism where you're always looking at somebody else and you're not looking at yourself. You got to look at yourself, people. Yeah. It's called self-examination. When you do the self-examination, you become better. Okay? When you do self-examination, you're on another level. But listen, it's you. Now, okay, hang on. So one of the tricks of the enemy, right, is that if I can have you look at other people, right, then you won't look at yourself. I mean, the enemy is very coy with that, right? If I can have you looking at other people, all right, Romans 2:1. Therefore, every one of you who judges is without excuse. For when you judge another, you condemn yourself. You see that? One more time again. The Romans 2:1. For when you judge another, you condemn yourself, since you the judge do the same things. So how can you really tell your spouse down the road, or the person you are in relationship with, oh, you need to work on this, when you're not working on it? No. How can you tell your spouse to do this and do that when you're not doing it yourself? You can't do that. You got to be an example of it. Yeah, you have to be an example of it. So this is why, as a single person, it's a self-evaluation. I wish I had done that. I wish I had done. Well, I didn't know it. I didn't know it then, to do the self-examination. No. My second marriage, oh, my wife, my goodness. Why? Because she taught me the importance of meditation. In other words, I'm looking at me. What's wrong with you, bro? Again, a lot of times, guys, for example, very good in telling their spouse what they want. Can we back a little bit? How about this? Meet the need of your spouse, and your spouse meet your needs back. So that's a good sign for dating. All right. That's an excellent sign for dating. It's called relationship tennis. Let me explain. In relationship tennis, when you do something, you expect the other person to do it back. Why? Because we're working together. Okay. Or there's a sense of appreciation. In other words, I don't feel used. Okay. I don't feel like you just using me for the relationship. No. There's a connection there that we're working together. How about this? Excuse me. You're supporting. If there is no support in the relationship and you're dating someone right now, that's a bad sign. I support you. You support me. You support my endeavors. I support your endeavors. And then we do our stuff together. That's a sign of connection. Well, again, that's for couples. But again, that's a sign. Singles, hear me loud and clear. If you're not married and you're dating someone right now and they're not supporting you, they're not doing the things that need to be done, or things behind the scenes, that's a problem, because that person is very selfish and only thinking about themselves. They're only thinking about themselves. They're only are focused on them. And a selfish person is not a good relationship. Let me put that out there real quick. All right. If you with somebody that's selfish, run. Run, Forrest, run. Elliot, how you doing, Elliot? Marcus 323. How you doing, Marcus 323? All right. So these are all important things that need to be considered. Again, this is Dr. B, DRB, TC Brantley, tcbrantley.com. My website, see all the information about me. Again, I've been doing this over 20 plus years. I've written 28 nationally published books. So I didn't just wake up one day and let me do TikTok live. Okay. So this is my heart, is my passion. I've been single, I've been married, I've been divorced, and now I'm remarried. So I've been most areas of what people have to go through. And so all this journey, God has blessed me, God has kept me. And I just want to give information, especially for those who are younger than me, especially for those who are younger than me, who didn't have a good father figure, that didn't have a good example. That's why I'm called the relationship trainer. Yeah, the relationship trainer. So again, Go to my TikTok to subscribe, to be a subscriber of my TikTok. But again, people, okay, back to this, and we're almost done. So, all right. So, how can you? I'm almost done. How can you examine the person if they're good for you if you haven't examined yourself? Okay. So a lot of times your picker is broke because you haven't done the due diligence on what you need to do. One more time again. Your picker, in other words, how you pick people to come in your life, is jacked up because you're jacked up. Ooh, bar. Yeah. You're carrying on the parasite or the pains of your childhood. You're carrying on and you never resolved it. You never put it in order. Okay. And so because you never put it in order, your picker is broke. So again, especially those who've gone through 2-3 relationships in the last 2-3 years, knows how I did that. It's time for you to, you know what? Let me slow up, examine myself, and take it from there. Because when I do that, then I become a better person. When I do that, then I'm putting myself on the altar and not somebody else. That's very powerful, people. That's very, very important to do. Because when I do that, then I go to another level. I become stronger, and of course, I become better overall. So this is very, very important for you to understand. Okay, you gotta not run from this. Okay, you gotta run to it. Okay, you gotta understand. All right, I gotta do things differently, right, in order to be this great person. I've got to do things differently. I can't do just because I want to do it. No, I gotta do things differently. And as I do things differently, then I grow as a person. Because if I keep doing the same thing and expect the same results, then that's a sign of insanity. Hope I help you guys today. This is Dr. B. Come on throughout the day with my Dr. B 2-minute drills, all glory to God, and just drop gems as God leads me. Again, you want counseling, you want mentoring, go to my website, drtcbrantley.com, drtcbrantley.com to schedule an appointment to talk things through. Because again, that's what we need, right? Iron sharpens iron, and that's how you become a stronger person overall. All right. Again, this is important that we do this and we take it from there. Hey, Kevin, how you doing again, sir? Yes, happy Thanksgiving tomorrow. All of y'all, happy Thanksgiving tomorrow. Thank you, Kevin. Happy Thanksgiving tomorrow. Okay. However, when you're eating that turkey and all that good food, just say, you know what? What am I eating emotionally? Yeah. Thank you, Kevin. What am I eating emotionally? What am I putting in my system? What am I putting in my thoughts? Because based on what you put in your thoughts is what you become. Okay. Based on what you put in your thoughts is what you become. That's why we gotta be very careful in what we become if we want to become better in our lives. Okay, that's how we do it. All right. But appreciate all of you guys. Please share this. Let your people know. Hey, Dr. B's on. Yes, I'll be on tomorrow. I'll be on tomorrow. My wife suggested, babe, still going for Thanksgiving. So I'll be on tomorrow, 8:00, to do I think Thursday is parents. So we talk about parents on tomorrow. God bless you guys all again. Singles. Can I say one more thing, please? If you've been dating somebody over 10 years and they haven't gone to the next level, maybe that ain't the person for you. Maybe that's not the person for you. We've been dating 10 years, sir. We've been dating 10 years. We've been in the friend zone for 10 years. All right. It's time for us to go to another level. All right. People do it when they're gaming, right? What is gaming? Gaming is going to the next level. Gaming is trying to find something because I'm trying to reach a goal. Well, if you can do it on a game, you can do it in your relationship. All right. God bless you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for joining, all of y'all. Again, be a subscriber of my TikTok, which is the Total Relationship Trainer. And you can be a subscriber and get all information about us. All right. Until I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.